Many times when we think of science experiments, we think that we have to be outside, that we have to be building something or blowing something up, and that's not always the case. Sometimes science can happen right in your own kitchen. In fact, it does every time you bake something. Today, as we make bread, we're gonna do it a certain way today, and this is the way that I make bread every single time. The first thing that I do is I sanitize my area. I wash my hands. Be sure to get your fingernails. You're gonna have bread all up in there. I have to pull off all of my rings and put them in a safe place. All right, the ingredients that we need for our bread is 5 cups of flour, and I like to use bread flour, 1 tablespoon or 1 packet of yeast, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar to help that yeast do its job, 2 teaspoons of salt, some oil, maybe 1/4 of a cup, and 1/4 of a cup of butter. You will also need 1/3 of a cup of pretty hot water, about 110 degrees. You will also need 1 gallon size bag so that your bread can sit in here, and this is where it's going to raise. One question I would like to ask is, out of all of these ingredients, which ingredient do you think is actually alive? Interesting thought, huh? Interesting to think about an ingredient that you use being alive. Next, I'm gonna put that sugar in the water. Make sure it dissolves inside the water. This is where your clean hands come in, because you're gonna test that water with your finger. Ow! And that's perfect. And I'm gonna add the yeast in there, pouring the yeast in carefully. I'm gonna mix that yeast in. Once we get it nice and mixed, we're just gonna leave it and let it sit. What's happening is the yeast is working with the sugar. It's pulling the sugar apart and creating oxygen. It's pushing the oxygen up to the top. That's the foam that is there. It's working to create energy. It's creating energy. That's what raises the bread.
Science.
Science, yes. I pour that in. Take my salt, and I'm gonna pour that in. Now that I've warmed up my butter, it looks more like this. That's gonna be lots easier to work with. And I'm gonna pour that on too. With bread, one of the most important things you can do is mix it really, really well. So I'm gonna start mixing this up, taking all those chunks of butter and smushing them in my hands really, really, really well. Take my yeast that has fully bubbled up. It's using the sugar that was the energy, and it's creating this foam, and it's raising up. I'm gonna add some nice warm water to this. Water that's too hot, it's gonna kill my yeast, and I don't wanna do that. I'm gonna pour this in slowly while I'm mixing with my other hand. It's warm. Enchanté. It's warm. You can see how caked my hands are. This is dough that is very sticky. And you can see that while I'm mixing it, it's sticking to the bowl. It's hard to control my bowl. My bowl's moving all over the place. I'm going to use a little bit more flour. I'm gonna pour it right on my workspace. I'm gonna spread it around, and I'm gonna dump my bread right on top of that flour. Gently work this flour in, just to the surface, just keep working. And you're gonna do this process for about 10 minutes. So when you knead the dough, what you're doing is not only mixing everything together, but you're also incorporating that yeast and that energy. You're connecting it all through all that flour that we added in there. You can see that I can shape it. I can get it into a shape, but it's also a bit sticky. It sticks to my workspace, and it's a little bit on the shiny side. That's exactly what we want. Now that I've got it all coated in flour, back in its bowl, I'm going to take my bag. I reach my hand into my flour bag and I just grab some out. And I'm gonna throw it in there and try and coat your bag and put it inside this bag. Smash your bag so you get the air out. There we go. I'm going to film this and let you see what happens inside this bag. It's important that when you're raising your bread, you put it somewhere that's maybe a little on the warm side. I would say no hotter than probably about 100. I'm gonna ask that question. Why do we let it sit? I'm gonna add another question. What happens? What happens inside the bag? We'll see you in an hour. All right, so we're back. It's been an hour. Our bread actually popped. My bag kind of farted, but let out a bunch of gas. I'm gonna sprinkle some flour on my work surface, putting my bag inside out and flopping it out. Get some of this grease on here, and I'm gonna grease my pan really, really well, all over, all the corners. I'm gonna take this big blob of dough that I have and split it about in half. The top of my bread is nice and soft and smooth. I'm gonna grab it by the bottom and get grease all over the top and then smack it down. Put the bottom side that's not as pretty right on the bottom of that pan. And then I'm gonna let it sit in this pan for about 20 minutes or so. That yeast that was growing and creating all of that oxygen inside the bag is now going to make this bread raise even more. If I put it in a warm place, it's going to raise even faster. With this piece of dough that I have left, ooh, that was a big bubble. I'm gonna pull off little pieces about like this, make them flat, put it very carefully inside here. Please get an adult to help you and watch you do this, because I don't want anyone getting burned. And I'm gonna put this on here carefully. Okay, so that one that's on there looks like it's just about ready to flip, and I can lift it up and just peek underneath. Does it look brown? Very brown. Carefully plop him over. Look at that, that's perfect. That's just what we want it to look like. And then you can put butter on there. You can put cinnamon and sugar. The favorite way, I think, in my family to have these is with butter and honey. Try them out, let me know your favorite way. So you'll put that bread dough after it's risen in its pan into a 350 degree oven for about 30 minutes. It'll be nice and golden on top, and it's gonna grow a lot. Wow. My bread is looking really, really nice. That's looking really, really good. Perfect. Why do we let it sit and grow? I would like to hear your thoughts and hear what you think about that. Just send me a little paper, a few of your thoughts. I think that bread dough should sit because what's happening, and I want to hear your thoughts on that. You can even look stuff up on the internet and find exactly why if you want to do that. This is science. Science can be very fun and it can be very delicious.